Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. Yate. My name is Todd Wilcox. I work for Winslow Residential Hall. Um, Ashihan Nishle, Kisani Bashishin, Kia Ani Dashache, Go Kape Dashanole. I'm originally from the Bird Springs community, just north of Winslow. I work as a 21st century program coordinator, which is an after school program focusing on academic enrichment opportunities for students um, and family engagement. So we focus a lot of our attention on tutoring services, after peer tutoring services for students, and providing activities and um, presentations relative to cultural awareness, health and wellness, along with college and career preparation. This evening we have Esther Paul, who is a recruiter with Dine College, to here to speak about Dine College and the many opportunities that are available to students. As far as like the next steps, as far as where to, after our post high school, post secondary opportunities that are available through them. All right, so Esther, you have the floor. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Todd. Um, my name is Esther Paul. Sheya Esther Paul Unisha. Tobahama Slato Betani Bashachi. Tohana A Deshite Doki Ani Deshanella. I'm a student recruiter for Dine College. Been working for the institution for 6 years. I really enjoy connecting students to our institution, talking to parents and students about our degree programs and helping connecting them to the right resources. Tonight, I just want to share some information about our institution, kind of just highlight history, the degree programs we offer, process of admission, costs, and just kind of again, just in general college important information. But I'm going to start sharing my screen now. So we'll get started with the presentation. Todd, can you see my screen okay? Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. So we're Dine College. We are success rooted in tradition. I just wanted to show some pre and post COVID stuff going on. Before COVID hit, we were going around campus taking pictures of our students. And then when COVID hit, and we're still serving our students through all this with online classes, which is about 90%, and then 10% like in person, which is mostly like the labs and a few other face-to-face courses. But as you can see, we take our student safety very important. So within the classrooms, there are 6 feet apart social distancing, plastic barriers up, along with required face mask. Every student entering and staff going on campus does have to do a health screening. So again, those are just some precautions on campus here. We are in the process of registering for our fall and summer session now, and we're going to get started on talking a little bit more about that. But overall, our college mission, rooted in Diné language and culture, our mission is to advance quality post-secondary student learning and development to ensure the well-being of the Diné people. I once had a kid ask me, what does that mean? And a quick overview, the college mission is for every student to get a good college education, to grow as a student, and of course, their success is very important to us. So again, growth, good education, and your success is important to us. We are the first tribal college university in the nation. We really pride ourselves in being #1 with that. Right now, there are 37 tribal colleges in the nation. There is a map that I'm showing the pictures of the 37 tribal college universities. You're probably wondering, what is a tribal college university? Well, just let's talk about the start of the institution. Back in 1968, our founders were asking questions like, what are we doing for our nation now? Time, what are we doing for them in the future as far as an education and career? And they just looked around, they were researching it, kind of going forth, and they said, you know what? We just need to start an institution for our people. So So it began Dine College and it got named Navajo Community College. To this day, we still have a few elders who refer to us as NCC. So if you have an elder say go to NCC, they're referring to Dine College. But TCUs, if you look at the map here, were all components to combining education with culture values. So every single one of these nations and tribes are looking to preserve the culture, the history, and the language. 1997, we got renamed to Dine College, and now we're home of the Warriors. Our educational philosophy is Sanagabik. So here within the classroom, within my office, the whole design of the institution all goes around SMBH. We are 8 campuses on the Navajo Nation. We have 6 campuses, which is Shiprock, Saley, Chinle, Crown Point, Windsor, Rock, Tuba City. And we just recently added 2 digital learning sites, which is in Anahuta and Newcomb, New Mexico. The digital sites were created where students can have Wi-Fi access along with like a student lounge to study and do their homework. We are accredited. We are a 4-year institution. Dine College is accredited with the Higher Learning Commission. Students, I just want to kind of show a little college route. I know when I used to go out and talk with students, sometimes they didn't know what a certificate, bachelor, associate. So I kind of like to highlight it. I did have a few students at times ask me, well, how much can you make with that degree? How much time does it take to get that degree? So what I did was I researched and kind of just Googled and took into action with the information I got. National, state, Navajo Nation average ranges with the degree programs, they're all different numbers. So what I did was I just took the lowest number and the highest number and kind of just plug and chug it into here. So again, these are not accurate numbers, they're just average numbers. But students, you guys are in a process of getting ready to graduate from high school. Next comes the question. We get some students who go into the military. We get some students who want to go into work. And then we get those who want to go and pursue their college education. Students, if you're looking for a certificate degree, it's about 1 year, associates 2 years, bachelor's about 4 years. And all of that's known as your undergraduate school. And then some students like to go for their master's and doctorate, which is known as their graduate school. But college, we encourage you to go as far as you want. We've had students who started here and then worked their way up in our graduate school now. So we have 20 plus degree programs. We have 10 certificates, 17 associate, and 19 bachelor degree programs. We are in the process of adding more degree programs, so just FYI. And we do have 4 schools, so all of our degree programs fit within the 4 schools, which is the School of Dine Studies Education, School of Business and Social Science, School of STEM, and the School of Arts, Humanities, and English. So here's a listing of our certificate degree programs. So what I did here was I listed the degree program. I also listed the total amount of credit hours to obtain that degree, and then the school they are associated with. So within the next few slides, you'll kind of see this setup still the same. But these are the 10 certificate degree programs here. Students, as we go through the slides, maybe you have a particular career in mind and what you want to go into, and as we look through the slides, maybe you don't see the degree program noted on there, the career. Please know, and they'll get hesitant on that, is that when you meet with an advisor, we will ask you what kind of career you want to go into, and then from there we'll find a degree program that best fits your career interests. Okay, so we have computer technology, GIS, irrigation technician. We have a medical assistant program that's only found at our Tuba City campus, sorry. And then we have natural resources, Navajo culture arts, Navajo Nation leadership, public health, and teachers. For certified teachers, we do have an art endorsement and a math endorsement. Here, so we do have business management, office administration, our associates of arts, business administration. We get some students who really love Navajo culture, language, history, and they will major in the Dine Studies degree program. For those who want to be a teacher, they will go into early childhood education. We also have social behavioral sciences and social work. Here's our associates of science. We have agroecology, environmental science, biology, environmental science, general science. Health occupation is one of our popular degree programs. When I used to go out and talk with students, I would always ask them, what kind of career do you want to go into? The number one answer I would always hear would be like nursing. Number two would be engineering. Number three would be welding construction. Number four would be business. And number five would be, I don't know. So students, if you're looking to go into nursing, maybe pharmacy, surgeon, pediatrician, you're going to be placed within the health occupation degree program here at the institution. And then from there, you'll continue forth onto obtaining that career degree program goal and then going forth again, maybe with another institution. We do have mathematics, physics, pre-engineering, electrical, civil, mechanical, public health. And here is our business of Bachelor of Arts degree programs. We have business administration, Diné studies. You can do the Diné studies track. You can do the Navajo language track. And for New Mexico students only, we do have an education emphasis in multicultural education. We have elementary education and psychology. Students, please know that we do have additional requirements for some of our bachelor degree programs, so just FYI. Here's our Bachelor of Fine Arts. We just added our creative writing. We have graphic design, Navajo silversmith, Navajo weaving, traditional painting, or digital photography. Here is our Bachelor of Science. We have agriculture science. Our land grant office is greatly involved with our agriculture students who are pursuing their degree within this area, and they do offer $500 to $1,000 scholarships. We do have biology. We just recently added biomedical sciences. We have public health, secondary education, and either an emphasis in math or emphasis in science. Here's our admission. I always get a lot of students who ask us, is there a certain ACT, SAT score required to become a student at Dine College? Is there a certain GPA to be admitted into Dine College? And pretty much those answers don't really apply to Dine College because we're kind of like open enrollment. As long as a student fills out an online admission application, copy of their social security card, official high school transcript with their graduation date, official college university transcript, maybe like dual credit, or if you attended another university, you need to see those, and then your official CIV. Once all of those documents that are applies to you and they're in and submitted to the admissions office, you're a student at Dine College. Another question is Dine College just for Dine people? No, we welcome all students here at Dine College. About 90% of our students are Dine. The other 10% is composed of other tribes, non-natives, and international students. But right now we're halting the international students and just following the national guidelines due to COVID. But again, students, as long as you submit all the required documents, you pretty much become a student. Students, I want you to be aware that we are waiving the admission application fee of $20. So that saves you $20 and put back into your pocket. I understand that our Navajo Nation Vital Records Office is kind of closed to the public for in-person service. So students were having a hard time kind of obtaining their CIB. So we do have a Dine College CIB request form. I kind of took a little screenshot of it and put it on the right here. Students, the fastest way to get that is just to print that out. You can go to our website, or I can send it to Todd and Todd can send it to you. Fill that out, email it back to the admissions office. The admissions office will then fax it over to the Navajo Nation Office of Vital Records, and using the form, they'll send your CIB to our office. So that's the quickest route. Students too, we do have a Dine College high school transcript. If you want to fill that out, we'll send it over to the high school, then your high school will send that over to you as well. But everything as far as official documents have to be turned into the admissions office, and this is their contact information. Next will be advising. So after you're admitted and you are cleared by the admissions office, you'll be referred to an advisor. Academic placement. We no longer do the AccuPlacer tests. I know some institutions do that, but here, once you are a student and you're brand new, you'll be placed into English 101. And on the first day of class, the faculty will do a pre-test and a post-test. And from there, depending on your scoring, you can either be promoted to English 102. Math placement, depending on your degree program, if you ACT, SAT scores, you can use that. If not, don't worry. We'll go by your official high school transcript, and then we'll place you within the right area for your math. Transfer student, same way, just kind of looking at what will transfer over. These are just some things that advisors work with here at our institution. Sorry, I just muted myself. Here's our academic placement. So we don't have in-state or out-of-state tuition rates. We just have one standard rate for everyone. Before, we were $55 per credit hour. For the summer and fall semester, we are offering a 50% tuition discount, which is labeled as a tuition grant. And that half of $55 per credit hour comes up to $27.50 per credit hour. So students will be paying that for the summer and fall semester. So I kind of broke it down. 12 credit hours is the full-time student status that accumulates to about 4 classes. Times that by 27.50 per credit hour. The total cost that you'll be paying as far as paying tuition costs is going to come up to $330. Aside from waiving the admission application fee, we are also waiving our technology fee and our student activity fee, saving you an additional $45. So overall, the savings we'll be having is $65. So again, we're doing a 50% tuition discount tuition grant for the summer and fall semester. This applies to all students, okay, on all degree programs. Other expenses I like to mention to students, but not included in this price, but also important. You may want to consider book costs, maybe supplies for you to do your work. And then some people are investing in a computer and printer. So, but looking at tuition costs alone, the most you're going to pay is about $330 with that discount. Residence life, do have residence life available for the summer and for the fall. Please know that we did away with our double occupancy room. So every student is just going to be living in a single occupancy room. Right now, we are in the process of adding a computer for each room. And then safety cautions, measures are all put in place for everyone's safety. If you're living in the dorms, you do have to purchase a meal plan, which is $1,480. The summer pricing is a little bit different, but the pricing I'm showing you now is for like a fall and spring semester term. Students, if you have family members, we have students who have children or are married, they can apply for family housing. You have a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom unit here. Oh, just wanted to know everyone living on campus does have to do a background check, and there's also additional information that's needed and requirements. So I put the housing website here where students can visit and kind of just obtain a little bit more with the application process. Students, we do not operate or associate with any student loan programs here at Dine College. We believe and we want our students to be debt-free by the time they're done here or they transfer out. So we encourage all of our students to apply for money resources here. About 80% of our students are eligible and do utilize FAFSA. So that's one grant that we really encourage our students to apply for. We do have a Dine College blanket. Our alumni does host different events in our president's office. So some of those fundraising events, there's money collected. It's put into the Warrior Scholarship Fund. And with that, the scholarship comes out to help students too with it. We do encourage our students to apply for the tribal resources. Navajo Nation, you can apply for the Navajo Nation Scholarship. Other scholarships included for Indigenous people are like the American Indian College Fund, American Indian Services, Cabell Scholarship, and the Tertiary Chapter House Scholarship. But down here, I did list the website where our financial aid and scholarship office does list some scholarships that are available for students, so you should check it out. How do you pay for your student bill? Well, this is just an example of maybe some award amounts that a student may got and received. So say for instance, we had a student who applied for financial aid, they got it. They applied for Navajo Nation scholarship. They got it. They got the Chapter House scholarship, and they got a Warrior scholarship. So altogether, the student racked up $6,398. So how do you pay that off with your student bill? A commuter is a student who doesn't live on campus, not associated in residence life, but travels back and forth from home or from their apartment. So looking at their academic expense bill, minusing off their award amount, the student got a refund of $6,068. So say the student does live in a dorm, adding the $330 for the academic expense, plus the roommate of $640, plus the meal plan of $1,480. Their bill came up to $2,450. Minus that from the award amount, their refund was $3,948. So students, this is just an example of how money resources can pay for your college education. Student services, we do have several student services available on campus for students, such as academic advising, career advancement, counseling, disability support services, dual credit, first year experience. Students, if this is your first time in college, you can enroll within that program. They kind of get you grounded, get you exposed to student life, and kind of just connect you to the resources on campus too. We have intercollegiate athletics and archery, cross country, rodeo. We do have a learning center that does offer free tutoring. We have transfer services and veteran support services. I did list the websites on the right, so you can kind of check that out too. Feedback, why students choose to attend Dine College. Well, it's close to home. You know, when this pandemic hit, we got a lot of parents and students who were like really hesitant to send their son or daughter off to school, and they still wanted them to continue to pursue their college education. And they would give me a call and be like, how can we get them started here? So we get some students who start here, do their general education core requirements, such as their English, their math, humanities, and then they'll transfer out. So we have a few students doing that, or they'll graduate with their degree, then continue elsewhere. Reasonable costs, that's one of the biggest topics that parents and students always inquire about. So again, this kind of fits their budget. Some like to come here to learn more about the Navajo language, history, and culture. The transfer services, again, we have a 13-to-1 student faculty ratio, and of course the classroom experience is online and in person. Here's just some alumni stories of our institution. We have Miss Sage Bond here. She graduated here and is pursuing her music therapy degree at NAU. We have Mr. Santana Yazi here too, graduated here and now working for the Navajo Nation Heritage Preservation Department. Here is just an example of what students will encounter to become a student here. So students, you're going to start here, go through your admissions process, work with the Office of Financial Aid, pay your bill, you can get started on your housing. You'll be referred to an advisor after you visit the admissions office. Then you'll kind of just utilize the student services like counseling, first year experience, veteran support services, disability support services, transfer services, the learning center. Get your class schedule and check when you meet with the advisor. Next is student life. You'll attend class, do your homework, and then you'll check out some of the workshops and activities, either through Zoom campus now, and then kind of just repeat the cycle. Continue to get cleared by the admissions office again for the next semester to enroll. Keep continuing that, and then we'll lead up to your graduation along with your transfer services. Sorry, I don't know what happened. But right now, again, we are doing registration for the summer and fall semester. But again, students, this is just kind of how the cycle you'll be encountering here at the college. But again, we encourage students to go as far as they want. We've had first generation students who started here and then gone to other bigger universities. There's a lot of success with alumni when I used to go out into the community, and kind of just talk with them and kind of promote Dine College, and you would have alumni come up and just kind of share their story and what they're doing. And it's just amazing to see how they're leaving their mark and helping their nation along with different people. So again, students, it goes back to the mission, the success of the student, the growth and the education. But right now, if you have any questions, I'm more than welcome to answer them. I understand sometimes students are shy. You can contact me personally through my email. Call me on my office phone number here. We do have a general recruitment email. You can do that. I do answer that too as well. But check out our course schedule online. All of that's available for you. But is there any questions right now?